of these 14,700 kids, 650 of them are awaiting adoption and have no chance of going back to their parents. That brings me to what is foster care and adoption. Here's a handout that explains licensing processes and licensing processes and pay scales for becoming a foster parent. As you can see on the front of your foster care licensing, here are some of the things that you have to go through to become a foster parent. You start out at just an inquiry, you ask, you bring about, and then they'll send you all the rules, and you're going to want to read through that and the descriptions, and then you can apply to become a foster parent. It usually takes about 2 to 3 months to become a foster parent. You'll go through several home visits where they'll check your home, and anybody in your house is going to have to get release forms and background checks and references, and then you need to come up with plans, escape plans, and rooms for them. Once that's done, you're going to have a fire marshal come out, as you can see on the second page. The fire marshal has to inspect your home, make sure that you have enough smoke detectors and fire extinguishers. Once that's passed, then the fire marshal will give the application into the licensing agent, which is at your county headquarters. After that, they'll do another home interview where they'll do interviews with each person in the house. They'll do a checklist to make sure you've complied with all the rules. And then once you're on with that, you're going to do some training, some like car seat training to ensure that you have the proper car seats for the ages of people that you're going to be taking and the proper ways to use them. This is very similar if you want to adopt out of the foster care system. You got to go through the same work, which leads me to my first point. Many people are afraid of becoming foster parents due to the false accusations they get, and however, it's worth the risk for the impact you put on the kids' lives. Foster parents are twice as likely as a birth parent to be accused of false accusations and abuse. About 1 in 8 homes are accused of it. Reports are often misunderstood by the kids because either they know how to work the system or their birth parents talk them into it to try to get them to, so they get placed back at home. And also another cause of being reported is the stress of being a foster parent and being overburdened by several kids, because sometimes they really don't want to split up families so you can get up to like 4 or 5 kids. And most time, a lot of kids that get taken away do have problems such as like fetal alcohol syndrome and parent abuse. My view is, though, most of these accusations aren't sustainable. It's just a temporary fix to get the kids out of the house because they don't want to be there. They're almost 100% of the time found to be false. Also, before you have them placed, you're going to want to ask some questions about the kids that are being placed, such as if they've ever been sexually abused or anything, because that's going to create more of a hassle in your home if they have been, and you're going to want to take more attention. Also, with being a foster parent, you want to keep written records of anything that happens to the kids or anything they say or do, just to kind of cover your back so you don't get, like with the false reporting. Also, another thing is proper matching in foster homes. Some kids don't work out in certain foster homes, which leads me to my next point, adoption out of the foster care system. According to U.S. Adopt Kids, there are many myths, like it is faster and easier to adopt internationally, and you have to have a lot of money and own a house to adopt out of the foster care system. And also people think that all foster children have special needs and problems. However, in 2012, there was 53,000 children adopted from the foster care system, which is over 4 times as many as was adopted internationally. Most of the time it takes about a half a year less to adopt out of the foster care system as internationally. However, they do have to be placed in your home for 6 months before you can adopt them. Also, the cost for adopting out of the foster care system is free, and you actually get paid an adoption fee, or like monthly. If you look on your third page, if you look under adoption assistance, the base rate is $247 to $337 per month per child. And if it's supplemental, they have difficulty of care rating, where if the child has some type of disability, or they get are more of a bad kid or whatever, you get more points, and the more points against the child, you get more money per month, which is also the same with the foster care pay. And typically, the average international foster or international adoption costs $63,000 almost. So, as you can see, there are several reasons to become a foster parent. The impact you make on their life, on a whole bunch of kids' lives, and there's also several reasons to adopt kids out of foster care versus internationally. It's cheaper, it's faster, and you're making an impact in our country and our neighborhoods. So please consider becoming a foster parent and consider adopting in the U.S. Is there any questions? Thank you.